All right, so we're diving into something kind of interesting today, yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
It's this whole idea from Isaiah, right? Isaiah 33.11.
Yeah.
Where it talks about, like, God's blessings being these, get this, broad rivers. And I'm thinking, broad rivers, back in the day, that's like sending out an engraved invitation for,
Trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Invasion City. But here it's like, nope, total safety guaranteed. So, you know me, love a good paradox.
Yeah, definitely.
And this devotional text we're looking at today dives right into the deep end with this. What does that safety, really mean?
Yeah, no, it's a powerful image to work with for sure. And you're right, like rivers, historically, prime real estate if you're looking to cause some chaos. But when it's God who's the source of those rivers, when it's Him providing those blessings, it's a whole different kind of security we're talking about. Totally different ballgame.
And that's what hooked me, right? Like, okay, God's promising this incredible abundance, right? Overflowing blessings, the whole 9 yards. But hold on a sec. Then there's this bit about galleys, gallant ships, none of them sailing down these rivers. So now I'm thinking, wait, are there strings attached to these blessings? What's the catch?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. The text, it makes it pretty clear. It's not talking about external enemies here. Those ships, those are internal.
Yes.
It's the stuff that trips us up from the inside.
Oh, I see.
The threats to, like, our hearts and our minds that come packaged deal with blessings, not like in spite of them, It's easy to think we're immune to all that, the pride, the complacency when things are going great.
Oh, tell me about it.
But rarely the case.
Right.
Never is, honestly.
Yeah, and the text doesn't just give us this vague warning like, hey, be careful out there. No, it gets specific. Lays out these ships we got to watch out for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Like it talks about worldliness, and pride, the way they like just creep up on folks who found some wealth and bam, shipwreck. We've seen it a million times. Oh, all the time. People who used to be the most generous, suddenly it's like they can't hold on to their stuff tight enough.
Exactly. And then you've got the opposite problem, right? You've got the what the text calls carnal ease that targets those who are, blessed with good health. I think it actually quotes someone saying, it's easy to forget how valuable health is until you get sick or something like that.
Whoa, yeah.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. That one hit a little close to home, I got to be honest.
That's real, though.
And what about when it comes to success? Like you're killing it, everything's going great, but the text calls out this, like self-conceit, right, as a danger. And it seems like it's worse for people who are actually using their gifts to do good, to help others, to make a difference.
Oh, absolutely. It's like their intentions, they start out so pure, but then somewhere along the line, it's all about recognition, all about them instead of what they're actually doing.
It's so easy to lose sight of that sometimes, too.
And on that note, don't even get me started on the whole spiritual pride thing.
Oh, boy.
The text goes there, too. It talks about how easy it is to start looking down on others when we feel blessed. Like, oh, I'm doing great spiritually. I must be doing something right that you're not. It's like that just totally misses the point. You just end up ruining any chance of real joy. Spiritual joy, I mean. It's a good reminder that our blessings are not supposed to make us better than anyone else. They're supposed to help us connect more deeply with everyone else.
Honestly, what really gets me about all this, it's how relatable it is. Like we can all think of examples, maybe even in our own lives, where those ships have, made an appearance.
Oh, for sure.
I know I can think of at least a few times where, it was more about getting credit than remembering why I was doing something in the first place. It's a constant struggle.
Oh, 100%. Me too. It's a constant battle to stay on course. Which, speaking of battles, I think that's why the text finishes with that prayer. The one I'm talking about. Lord, give me that blessing which maketh rich, and neither addeth sorrow nor aideth sin. Powerful stuff, right? It's acknowledging that blessings, they can come with baggage. And we're asking for the wisdom to handle it all well.
Which, if those ships really are about our own internal stuff, right? Like if it's an inside job, what can we even do? Like, are there actual steps we can take to strengthen those defenses? Or are we just kind of stuck?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Seriously.
And maybe it's one we got to keep asking ourselves, regularly. If we know pride always trips us up, how do we build some humility, right? Like practical steps. If we're prone to getting complacent, maybe it's how do we get better gratitude, daily practice kind of thing. It's a lifelong thing, not a one and done.
Right. It's a process. So that's a great point to end on, actually. I like that. Yeah. So as you're going about your week, think about it. Okay, Which ship is, your biggest temptation when good things come your way? Which one are you most likely to fall for? And more importantly, how can you fight back? How can you experience the fullness of those blessings, those broad rivers of God's goodness, without getting swept away by the dangers that might be lurking just beneath the surface?
Something to think about for sure.
Got it.